will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You are men.
I'd like to say a quick word about the state of our economy.
If you think things have been bad lately, the double-dip recession is very real. Record deficits, near double-digit unemployment.
It obviously is sort of common sense to think that we're not going to be building as many homes.
We are making progress.
But the job losses still continue and continue and continue.
Yes, but it's not 12 or 13 or 15. In that sense, it works.
1 in 7 Americans living in poverty.
That inspiration's dying.
I've been a little amused over the last couple of days where people have been having these rallies about taxes. You would think they would be saying thank you.
479,000 new jobless claims in the past week.
Are really struggling. It's official, we are in a recession.
There isn't any doubt we're moving in the right direction.
The world growth in the future around the world can't depend on the United States as much as it did in the past.
This was supposed to be the summer of recovery.
It just looks like he's not involved.
Barack Obama's been so invisible. He's been on vacation.
When is he going to actually do something?
Hey, hold on a second.
2 days of media events.
Layoffs in August falling to a 10-year low.
3 days of fundraising.
The numbers are staggering.
4 commemorations.
The possibility of a double-dip recession.
We will not
days of vacation.
Foreclosures and homes being auctioned and home prices continuing to fall.
6 sports events and 7 days of golf.
Huge amount of damage to the economy.
First family planning a vacation for the 5th time since July.
Spain on $75,000 a day. You can't miss it. A fantastic day. President Obama has just redecorated the Oval Office.
Speaker Pelosi is reportedly asking for a much bigger jet.
With people losing their homes and people losing their jobs, this is what we're going to have Congress talk about today?
I haven't got enough money to feed my family.
Make no mistake, we are headed in the right direction.
This is a White House and a president that's frankly anti-business.
Recognize that the economic outlook remains unusually uncertain.
Your employer would see premiums fall by as much as 3,000%, which means they could give you a raise. This is paid for and will not add a dime to the deficit or reduce the deficit. That's going to increase our costs. We knew that. We didn't think that we were going to cover 30 million people for free.
We're very proud of what we've done.
Who is in charge?
Who's in charge here?
We are mortgaging the future of our children and grandchildren at record rates, and that is not only an issue of fiscal irresponsibility.
I say we move forward.
It's an issue of immorality.
Is the American dream dead?
I don't want to give them the keys back.
I have done a terrific job.
Obviously, it would be a very serious matter for the United States if any country were to attempt to funnel funds to one of our political parties for any reason whatever.
Regularly takes in money from foreign sources. That's a threat to our democracy.
Also potentially troublesome development for Hillary Clinton.
Clinton Foundation accepted millions of dollars from 7 foreign governments when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State.
Saying that foreign nations have donated to the Clinton Foundation. Algeria was lobbying the U.S. at the time.
I read the news today. Oh boy, taking donations from foreign countries, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Oman. John, what in God's name are the Clintons doing?
Encountering some new ethical concerns tonight.
Taking money again from foreign governments.
I think many people were shocked.
The appearances are awkward at best.
This is a potentially catastrophic move for Hillary Clinton.
Millions of dollars from foreign governments. This isn't just the appearance of a conflict of interest. It's a real conflict of interest.
That's not how our democracy operates.
Tell all the other curs the law's coming. You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
You're listening to War. We are America Radio, a place where conservatives, libertarians, and Tea Party Americans come together to get the real deal news. No filter, and a lot of patriotic spirit. We are America Radio.
Here in
performance.
The ultimate gala spectacle.
Holy Mother of God on earth and in heaven at the exact same time.
You want a piece of me? You got it!
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again.
Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne.
And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wayne Dupree Show here on a Friday night. We are back and better than ever. I know I say that every time, but we are. We are back and better than ever. We are in the studio. We're ready to roll. We got 2 hours for you tonight. 2 hours. You asked for it. You wanted 2 hours. You wanted us to. And plus, we can add some more phone calls. I mean, we're going to be taking phone calls all night long. Okay, we're going to be taking phone calls. We want to know. Well, actually, it's open phone Friday. But so many things came out today from Hillary Clinton. We want to know what you think about Donald Trump and the way that he's running his campaign, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Look, listen. We are supporting Donald Trump right now. We're supporting Donald Trump. We know that he has to defeat Hillary Clinton. We do not want the liberal agenda in the White House for another 4 years. So there's your mindset. Now, if you're a liberal and you're watching this, call in. You're going to lose anyway, but call in and talk to us respectfully, because if not, then, boom, you're out of here. I'm glad to have my co-host with me tonight. My co-host from the West Coast, Miss Camry Nelson. What's up, Kay?
I don't know if we have enough stuff to talk about for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding. I was about to put a disclaimer in for tonight because today has just been one heck of a day. I'm ready to get this show started.
One heck of a day.
Very much of a day.
Well, I can't recall that though. I can't recall.
I don't remember.
I'm
unaware.
Slipped my mind. I'm just losing it.
Huma did it.
She's up all in that stuff, dude.
Oh boy.
You just talking sexual and stuff and everything. What's wrong with you?
Huma, that's a guy's name, isn't it?
Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice that you're hearing right now, the guy that sounds like this right now that's talking, is the godfather of war radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Good evening, Mr. Dupree with the blue hat, cocked strategically to the side.
All right, I keep hitting the microphone. Gotta leave me alone. Okay, so listen, we have a couple of rules tonight. We're gonna open up the phone lines. We are going to let you have your passionate time. I want you to be passionate. I want you to tell me what you have on your mind. Please don't call up here and take the buzz out of what I am right now. Y'all have to keep me up. So I want to hear some passion. I want to hear if you're angry. I want to hear if you're mad. I want to hear what's on your mind. Okay, I want to hear what's on your mind. The phones, I'm getting ready to open it up. Okay, I'm getting ready to open it up. I already see people calling already, but I'm getting ready to open it up. But I did want to talk, and there's some things that I want to talk about before I open up the phone lines. And yes, there is another feed going on right now of the Trump speeches right now. I want you to go over there. I want you to tell them to get their tails over here and give them the phone number so they can call in and they can tell us, you, the listener, what they think of the rallies and how the inspirational they are. But you need to go over there, get them, bring them over here by their shirts, but whatever, lure them over here with food. Oh wait, hold on, Donna Lute.
It only takes once, and then they'll keep coming back anyway.
Donna Lute in the chat room said, "I just ate a bunch of pizza and now I feel sluggish." Well, Donna, you need to get up, okay? Donna Lute in the RSBN chat room says she feels like darling. You gotta call in, Donna. You gotta call in. Make sure that you call in. We're getting ready to open up the phone lines, but I want to know, Hutch, Cam, how was your week already? How was your week?
What a week! I mean, what a week! It's just been. There was about a 3-week period of I wasn't down in the dumps, but I wasn't feeling it as much.
But that all changed this week. I mean, this week is just, you're seeing how powerful Donald Trump is and how weak Hillary Clinton's getting. I don't know if she's going to make it to the finish line. I don't know if she's going to make it. I just don't see.
I don't even think she wants it anymore
today.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know if she wants it anymore. I mean, she's not talking to the press. She's not talking to anybody. All this stuff is coming out. I don't recall 39 times. 39 times. I don't recall. Hutch, that's easy. That's easy now. Well, how can you be president of the United States and you
exactly
in the FBI asking you questions and you saying you can't recall nothing?
And I mean, they were serious.
I know.
The things that she couldn't remember were when she received her security clearance, being briefed on how to handle classified material. How many times did you designate something classified? This woman's brain's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. I don't recall. Well, I tell you what, Cam, one thing that really stuck in my head in learning that she said that she couldn't recall 39 times, she got paid for a memoir about her time in the White House. She remembered everything then.
She not only that, she's got 2 memoirs. So she wrote one a few years back. She got a $14 million advance. So she remembered everything. When she gets money, let me tell you, she'll remember anything. Then she had a 2003 memoir. And what's so funny, because the one-liner she used from that she remembers is right-wing conspiracy. That's when I lost it today at the house. I thought, oh my gosh, the one thing she has. But yeah, when she gets paid a lot of money, it's amazing that she remembers everything. So
it's weird. It's crazy that she's getting away with this. Well, actually, hopefully, she's not getting away with it with the American public. But both of you, Hutch, Cam, the FBI Comey said there was nothing here. And I don't recall 39 times. I don't recall. And you're saying there's nothing here?
They said that they were acting less like investigators and more like stenographers. All they were doing was writing down what she said. I'm telling you, FBI, if there's any FBI agents listening to this, you better save your agency.
Yeah.
Because you're getting right like the IRS.
You're getting done in, man.
The American people's not going to trust you anymore if you don't fix this.
Some of them already don't trust the FBI. They don't trust the FBI now because you let her off the hook in the first place.
After I read what I read both documents today. I read everything. There is clear intent. They knew the information was on a server, right?
Yes.
Then they were supposed to get rid of the information. Then the New York Times came out, and the New York Times came out with a story, and then they wiped the information. Not only that, she said she had one phone. Mm-hmm. She had 12 other phones,
12
which have disappeared.
That part there.
12.
And then she had left a laptop with everything on the laptop.
Lost
and then
them.
USPS did it. Hutch. They lost it.
I would get fired or put in jail for that, and I'm not even close to that level.
You're talking about government laptop. You don't lose a government laptop.
And not only that, they had Apple come in. A staff member from Apple come into the house. So there's 3 servers: New Jersey, Connecticut, actually stuff going on in Colorado and in New York. I mean,
look, I don't know how many charges that she broke. I mean, I don't know how many laws that she's broken. The woman needs to be brought up on charges. I don't care. Any of y'all feeling froggy right now, jump and go do a citizen's arrest. All you need is those zip those things that they don't even use regular handcuffs anymore. They got those little.
You'd have to get some really big ones if you used it on the ankles, though. But they got them. They're at Lowe's. You can get them. The other thing is this woman. I tweeted today. I was reading the document dump stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm reading through this, and I stopped halfway through and went to Twitter and said, if this woman doesn't spend the rest of her life in prison, you might as well go to every prison in the United States and open the doggone gates.
Exactly. Let them go. Nobody belongs in prison as long as Hillary Clinton is out. Nobody.
And you know that Paul Ryan had the audacity to say, see, she should not have security clearance. I'm thinking, hey, you idiot.
Right.
Why don't you shut your freaking mouth and actually do something for once?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted. I was just yelling at my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened here is the Republicans' fault. Everything that's gone on the last 8 years, at least the last 4, is the Republicans' fault. They could have stopped it all.
Well, guess what? She signed the paperwork, Hutch. She signed the paperwork.
I saw it.
And you see, she's not allowed to hold any office, immediately terminated, and she would not have any rights to any classified information. She would be done.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen. I am going to do something real quick. I'm going to do something with our software real quick. But I want to play something, and then I want to bring Hutch and Cam back on so they could talk about it.
The fact that the FBI cannot say with regard to her emails that they were not conclusively, not totally hacked, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, but you know what is a good thing? The release of this report. The Clinton campaign wanted this report to come out. Why? Because the FBI had an exhaustive year-long investigation. They talked to probably dozens and dozens and dozens of people, hours and hours of testimony, and the decision not to recommend prosecution for her was absolutely unanimous. Was it careless? Yes. Was it a mistake? Yes. As Hillary Clinton said, I should not have done this, and if I ever had to do it again, I'd make a different decision.
But was it criminal? No.
It was not criminal.
So I guess that's the benchmark now to become president, is not to be a criminal in jail.
To be
competent. Let's go through the facts. 17,000 emails that she lied about turning over. The server wipe. Within weeks of there being a report that she had a private server, it was wiped. She thought that C, which stands for classified, stood for cookie or something, which stands for classified. She thought that drone strikes are not classified. She said that the reason she used the private server is for convenience, and that she only had one device. She used 13 Blackberries, let me finish, and 5 iPads. At least she doesn't just stick to either Blackberry or iPad. This is somebody who is absolutely disqualified from becoming president. They destroyed Blackberries with hammers in the State Department. That's not what won the presidency.
Actually, Evan, hold on. Can you fact check that? Hang on, Evan Perez. Hammers, fact check that for me, please, on the fly.
Yes, they did, Brooke. As you mentioned, there were 13 devices, mobile devices, and 5 iPads that the FBI said that, in some way were used with her private email server, and they did, in some cases, just destroy them with hammers when they were done using them.
She said that's a pretty good way of just.
Her training, no, it's not. That is absolutely not following the rules and regulations of the State Department. You know it. Your 52 reasons just went down to 1. No reasons left. Listen, here's the bottom line here. This is somebody who's disqualified from becoming president. She said that she didn't remember her training because of her concussion.
Boris,
does she still not remember things?
Enough of your grandstanding.
This is all. Listen, these are all facts. Did I say one thing wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, that alone just shows you. I mean, you should have seen Brooke Baldwin's face when she found out that the hammer story was real. Her face drooped. Her new name is Droopy.
So now her new name is Droopy. Plus, have to pay for the Blackberries.
Yes. Caller.
I love Boris. This is good for Boris, man.
Caller, what do you think about what you just heard just a few minutes ago?
I think it's actually all utter insanity.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Brett, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay, Brett from Georgia. What's up, man? What's going on this Friday night?
What's been going on in my mind? I will see this on the news all the time at work, and what's killing me is I can literally go to YouTube and watch Hillary Clinton's testimony, and then I can go watch what Comey said, and there I automatically have proof that she committed perjury.
Automatically.
And it's done.
Right, exactly.
And they're just sitting on their hands doing nothing.
Yep, I agree with you. Thank you, Brett. Thank you for your call. And Brett's right. You can put her beside Comey, and she's lying, and then she comes out and said, "Well, look, I apologize. If I had it to do over again, I would not merge an email." Woman, it's more than that. It's more than that.
Sprinkle a little Trey Gowdy on the top, and it's all the way done.
Oh yeah. Hey, caller.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Vinny in South Carolina, originally from the north. How are you?
Hey, buddy. How you doing? How's the family?
We're all good. I have 2 sons serving this country. We're a Blue Star mom and dad also.
Hey, you thank them for their service from me, okay?
I do every day, and I thank God for them. They're smart boys. They're the backup guys. One does the helicopters, the other does the big wheel stuff.
Hey.
So when they get deployed, they're not right there on the front line, but they're keeping the boys supplied.
Hey, what are we talking about? Hey, listen, what do you think about what's going on with this Hillary dump with some of this information? Have you been following this afternoon?
Oh, Wayne, please. Listen, I have something to say. Look, I know I'm a new caller. You don't know me.
That's fine. That's fine.
Look, I'm not a racist. I'm a well-rounded human being and an American first and foremost. And look, the black Americans in this country and the white Americans have to wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah.
It's time for them to understand that we are the face of America and all the other races that came here legally. Look, I'm third generation. My grandparents of 2 men and 2 sisters married and came. They came in through Ellis Island. They came in legally. And, you know, I found my great-grandfather's papers, and on it, there's 3 lines, and it says, who are your sponsors? Will you and can you speak English? And what is your, what will you be doing as far as working towards building America? Imagine. And my grandfather was a stonemason and an electrician. And my uncle, which was his brother, was a shoemaker and a cobbler. Okay? Those were the 3 things. The black and white Americans in this country have become the minority. And yes, it's not about if you're Asian, if you're Russian, if you're a Muslim, if you're German. It's about coming here legally.
Right.
Because the face of America is slowly being wiped away.
I agree.
Our country is in dire straits right now. And as far as Hillary goes, the dump and everything, has anyone seen, you know, I knew long before Hillary Cash came out, okay? But just there's one portion in there. How in God's name did our Congress let her sell 20% of our uranium? Are you kidding me?
Right.
You know, Russia and China are nemesises. They are not allies. In a New York flick of a light, Russia would take over if they could powerfully.
Right.
And China would do the same.
Yeah.
And they're on the verge of doing that too, caller. I mean, they're right now, the Chinese are building up, and they're very, very worried about Donald Trump and this fixing the trade deal, because it's going to turn them on their ear.
Right.
And we have to be ready for that. Absolutely. Thanks for the call, by the way. But we have to be ready to be able to man up and understand that when we do these kind of trade things, they're the right things to do. But we can't sit back and think that nobody's going to get mad, because they are.
Right.
Caller from 520. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm in Arizona.
Kat from Arizona. Hey, Kat, I got a question for you.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to mute my TV. I can't seem to find the button. There we go.
All right.
What'd you say?
Got a question for you. And
Yes.
I promise you I won't hold it against you.
Oh, who did I vote for? McCain or? I got to tell you, I took away my own right to vote in 2010, and I had to re-register before this election, so I did not vote.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Well, yeah, make sure you get it done. And
I will.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, I'm kind of losing confidence because I don't see. You know, I watch Trump. I love it. I feel good. I'm like, yeah, he can really win. And then I turn on the news because I don't know. Somehow I'm an addict now. It's 24 hours. I watch the news and I say, oh my God, there's not a chance. Does anybody know how the Electoral College really works? Because she can just sit back and wait for that thing to happen. I don't know.
Don't listen to them. Really, I'm going to try to help you and anybody else out there that feels this way. What you have to understand, and I met 4 of these people today. The people that are doing the polls are polling likely voters and registered voters. There are millions and millions of people out there that have registered to vote for the very full-grown people, not young people. I'm talking about all ages that have registered to vote for the first time. They're not on anybody's radar. It's called the monster vote. So any poll is automatically skewed.
Right, exactly. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Kat, you got that?
Well, actually, I was calling in on watching your show now, and I just wanted to say I know why they cannot arrest Hillary is because Obama will pardon her. They have to wait.
Well, I mean, you know, they can get him too, get 2 for 1.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said they can get him too for all I care and get 2 for 1. You know, I mean, that's a good deal.
I don't think they have the authority anymore. I don't know what happened, but somehow there is just no authority. But I do believe that if Trump is president and if he can, he will bring charges against her. But right now it would be devastating because she'll be pardoned and probably still win the electoral college.
Nah.
So,
But thank you, Kat.
I will be. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
I like your show a lot. Oh, I want to say one more thing. I'm sorry. Cam is brilliant. She has brought up points I've never thought of before.
Mhm,
She's just awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll keep Cam around for a little bit.
Thank you. Hey, some people may not like what I say sometimes, but you just have to kind of, you got to think from both sides of the aisles. But I get what she's saying when she talks about the media, but people have to remember who owns Fox.
There you go.
Who owns CNN. Their job is to do one thing: get their candidate into the White House. That's their job.
Yeah, get their candidate in, and depress you from going out to oh my goodness, what am oh my god, yeah.
You know, ladies and gentlemen,
I can't recall.
Yeah, I caught that one. But you know, we do this for virtually free.
Right.
The people in the media, they are businesses.
Yeah.
They're companies. They're not out there to give you the news. They're out there to make money.
Yes.
And they'll lose all kinds of money as soon as President Trump comes in.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we are doing the show, don't forget you can help support the show by going to supportwarradio.com, supportwaaradio.com. Make sure you do that to help support this show. And we really appreciate it. We have another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Mike from Massachusetts.
What's up, Mike from Massachusetts? What's up?
Well, I wonder if you heard tonight that the RNC, Trump campaign, called the RNC, and they were upset with the opening of offices in the battleground states. And the RNC response was, hey, we're waiting for you to sign the leases. And I've been having an argument with a buddy of mine that I'm real leery of the RNC. I mean, Reince Priebus is good, but there's other people who hate Trump. And this I see as an indication of that. They're waiting for Trump to sign the leases. Pick up the phone. Hey, do you guys have the leases?
I have not. Have y'all heard anything about that?
I haven't. No.
I didn't hear that either. The thing that really worries me is Lester Holt, Elaine Quijano, Martha Raddatz, Alan Anderson Cooper, and Chris Wallace. These are the moderators that we accepted. Are we nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
I would have never accepted Martha Raddatz even on my bad day. If I was in the hospital and I couldn't see, if I couldn't talk, I would never have accepted Martha Raddatz. Martha Raddatz is a stooge for the Obama administration. She was a stooge back in 2012, and she's a stooge now.
That's 5 people that hate Donald Trump, including Chris Wallace.
Exactly.
So, all right, Mike, thanks for your call, man. I appreciate it. We are rolling the calls in and out tonight. Make sure that I want to hear some passion. I want to hear, if you have a question for us, Cam or Hutch or myself, go ahead and give us a question. 202-470-6738. Don't forget you can support our show at supportwarradio.com, supportwaaradio.com. Let's see, we got 724 calling in here on a Friday night. What you doing on a Friday night? 724?
Not too much.
How you doing, darling?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Sherry Butler from Pennsylvania.
All right, PA. Okay. You and Hutch are neighbors, I guess.
724 is very close.
Yeah, really close. I live in Greensburg.
Okay. Hutch?
What's on your mind tonight?
Okay, really, I wanted to say, after yesterday, I will not watch another network news again. They have just gotten too ridiculous. After Trump's wonderful speech on immigration the other night, it was a truly wonderful speech. I had the TV on for 10 minutes, and they were just trying to spin it but it's okay for criminals making excuses for drunk driving. You can't push them out, of the country for drunk driving, and people are being killed. They don't have driver's license, or it's just an awful situation. And I had to turn it off, and I'm not watching anymore.
Well, dear, thank you for the call. We appreciate that. You're absolutely right. I mean, they were in there, and even Charles Sauerkrauthammer was out there directly after the speech and said, well, he's sounding a lot like Mitt Romney. He sounds about the same policy, the self-deportation. And I'm thinking, did you watch the same speech I did? He didn't say anything about self-deportation.
Yeah. I mean, anytime they can take Trump's words and turn it around for their own benefit, that they are going to do it. It's up to us. And we were doing a show earlier in the week about common sense. It's up to us to use our common sense to bat that crap down. Because we, the people, control basically what's going on. And some Americans have forfeited, almost like what Congress has done many times to the president over the last two presidents. Congress has forfeited their power. Americans have forfeited their power to leaders that don't know a damn thing. I bet you a whole lot of members of the Congressional Black Caucus don't even know what's in the Constitution. I bet you could walk up to Kerazine Maxine Waters or Betty Rubble Sheila Lee Jackson, and I bet you...
I got two words, Wayne.
What's that?
Hank Johnson.
Oh, my God. I bet you could walk up to these minstrels and say, what's in the... ask them for a certain article, ask them for a certain amendment, and they couldn't tell you anything. I bet you. Because all they are, they're called the conscience of the House. They're called the conscience of the House. All they are tea and coffee servers. I said it. Now what you gonna do? Y'all been up there for... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, okay.
The one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you bash controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. I know you don't like me saying that, but I'm not the kind of person who come here to say what you like. I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not.
The black leadership in the House of Representatives haven't done a damn thing for the black community for the last 50 plus years. It's sorrowful, it's shameful, and all they do is get a hand on the cheek and say, well, you doing a good job, or they haven't done anything. They're not doing anything.
Shortly after that, he took a dirt nap, and they want to call me a racist.
There we go.
They whacked him right after he said that, and it's clear.
They don't want the truth to happen. 801. Carla, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, Carla. Hi, Carla. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Terry from Utah.
Corey?
Terry.
Terry from Utah. We got a lot of Terrys. Okay, all right, Terry.
All right. I was wondering if you heard about this that came out today that James Comey was part of the HSB Bank. It was holding the funds for the... Pardon?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was holding the funds for the Clinton Foundation.
Mm-hmm. Hutch, you hear about that?
Yeah, that did come out a while ago. He's been... This guy is not the square guy that everybody said that he was. I mean, he's...
They talked him up, though. They talked him up. They tried to make him like Superman, G. They tried to make him like he was spit shining,
Yeah, they acted like he was a straight-up guy.
Yeah.
He was a straight-up guy when he was prosecuting Petraeus.
Yeah, he was. But, that just blows my mind that he was part of the bank, and he's investigating her. Isn't that a conflict of interest?
That's probably why they didn't record anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why they were. I mean, come on, man.
He played a role in investigating Bill Clinton too, and found nothing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about this on one of our shows. This guy remember we were talking about it because we were trying to figure out if he just wanted to say no and let somebody else come in and do the dirty work. Remember when we had that?
That's what I was thinking. Right.
He has a long history when it comes to the Clintons. All back, what was it, Whitewater, I believe.
I don't want to make this jump because I don't have it right in front of me, but Cam, didn't I hear something? Isn't he involved with the Attorney General also in their early careers?
Well, because Loretta Lynch was actually
like in the same law firm.
I'm not sure if it was the same law firm.
Maybe I'm wrong. I retract that.
It was around the same era. I think we had the discussion. We had this discussion whenever we found out that Loretta Lynch came out and then the FBI came out. So we were talking about Loretta's history to the Clintons, his history to the Clintons. I mean, they all have a history with the Clintons. They employed them.
And again, if you're a special agent for the FBI, save your agency. You got to come out and talk, man. I mean, this is something that your credibility is going down the tubes with the average American on the street. I mean, the FBI used to be an agency that we all held up. I mean, it was something that, true. The 5 families of the mafia in New York were paying off everybody, except the FBI was just completely clean of all that, and they took them down. But now you're taking all that legacy, and you're flushing it down the toilet, and you're no better than Lois Lerner of the IRS.
Before we get to the next caller, Obama has been lying his whole the whole 2 terms. But he said something the other day that everybody shouldn't have just let it go. They shouldn't have just let it pass. He said something that was more real than anything that he said for the last 7.5 years. He said that The Godfather 2 was his favorite movie.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. You remember when he took out all the heads?
I do.
What? And
that was hard to coordinate too. I'm telling you.
Well, Obama's done the same thing. Egypt.
He has.
Come on. There's a lot. There's a lot of leaders, man.
Every secular government in the Islamic world, except for Jordan,
took the heads out, except for Jordan.
Replaced them with Muslim Brotherhood.
Yep, sure did. Now that's a Michael Corleone move right there, and a whole lot of people didn't get what he said. I got it.
What Hillary Clinton say?
I can't recall.
We saw, and he died.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah,
and I got nauseous when she said that.
Sure did. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Joe.
Hey, Joe, where you calling from?
Florida.
Go, Joe.
Florida. How's it going with you guys?
Go, my friend. How you doing?
Great. I just wanted to say a word on behalf of Donald Trump. This incessant, where are your income taxes? Where are your income taxes? People underestimate how intelligent this man is. Now, what if, and this is saying, what if he plays his trump card and puts out his taxes 3 hours before the first debate? Hillary will be lost.
He should put his health records out too.
Yeah,
right.
If he did that, boy, they would be done.
Joe, I gotta tell you, you just said something just profound. His Trump card.
Yes.
They've got a card named after the guy.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah,
Well,
they do.
we had the card name before he did, before he was born, but it's great.
Hey, well, Joe, thank you.
What if? So, anyway, thanks for talking, Wayne.
Thanks, Joe. My people. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? And caller's gone. All right. So, listen, I have another video that I wanted to bring up because that the hammer on the cell phones was crazy. Listening to them talking about the hammer to a government cell phone was something that you really don't even hear anybody thinking about doing to a government phone. But we were talking also about the 39 recall times, and that's what Brooke was talking about here.
On the I don't recall point,
Right.
Evan, let me actually just bring you back because you said 39 times she said I could not recall. In what context? Was that with regard to all kinds of different questions on drones and classification levels or what?
They had mostly to do, Brooke, with whether or not she was aware of the propriety of using her unclassified system to discuss some of these different issues. Whether or not she ever got a security training briefing to tell her, how to use her unclassified system to talk about sensitive programs. And here's the most interesting one. There's a discussion back in 2011 around Christmas time. There's a CIA is planning to do a drone strike. There's some discussion among some State Department officials. And what's remarkable is the Secretary of State says that she wasn't aware of what the rules are for handling this type of stuff over Christmas holidays. Because as you know, over the holidays, people are traveling. They don't have access to their classified skiffs, their secure systems to communicate. And she said she didn't really know. There was no protocols for dealing with that. That's kind of shocking, frankly, that you don't know that you can't talk about something so sensitive as a drone
She also
program.
brought her
This woman needs to be in jail yesterday.
She should know how to do it. All she has to do is get
right.
closer to her flipping basement. Everything's down there.
This woman needs to be in
Some
jail.
of the things are just absolutely crazy.
It's ludicrous, man. She's been in government for freaking almost 40 years, 50 years. She was even kicked out during the Nixon era, but she's still been in government. And you trying to tell me that she doesn't know anything about classified information? Then why is she getting classified briefings?
And then she forgets to take a shower. I mean, that's what our caller said. That was the mistress of William Blythe. She can't even remember how to operate some personal hygiene.
She was stinky.
Funky.
Won't you take me to Funky Town? Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is Ryan Sipple. I'm calling from Lafayette, Indiana. How you doing tonight, Wayne?
Louisiana, baby. How you doing?
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I'll take that back. No, I'm kidding. How you doing tonight?
How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm fine.
Well, I was hearing all this mess about Hillary Clinton. How did she answer all those questions to the FBI? I don't recall.
Yeah, man. Can you believe that?
That is crazy.
39 times. 39 times. I tell you what, and I ain't racist, but a black woman would have got put in jail.
Yeah. About anybody would have been if it wasn't a Clinton.
Yeah, well, that's true, too.
Hey,
well,
you live near Muncie?
Oh, no, I'm in Lafayette area, man.
I'm not real familiar with Indiana. I heard a report, though, that an entire town in Muncie that used to build transmissions for the United Auto Workers, they worked for them, are all going for Trump. They're all Democrats. They're all going for Trump.
Well,
Is it like that in
I
your
worked.
area?
I worked a little bit around the Indiana area talking to a bunch of union guys because my father's in the union and all, and I'm a Trump supporter. I've always voted Republican and all, but I got to talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, you guys ought to vote Trump." And words have been flying all over the place here in Indiana, and all the union workers that I know are voting for Trump.
Man, you made my day. Have a good weekend. Thanks for calling.
Hey,
that's a phenomenon, man. I'm telling you, these polls. Don't believe these polls.
You know what? You started something with that stink thing. I mean, in the chat room, she stinks every day. Stinkosaurus.
Every 30 minutes, I like to add something like just to keep it rolling.
She's stinky. Okay, so we have our on the ground correspondent, Miss Mona Salama, calling in for a little bit. How you doing, Mona?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What news you got for us, real quick?
Oh, it's just like the Clinton. I was reading the Clinton FBI notes and what she's been saying. Pretty much, she wanted to use a BlackBerry not because of the security reason, but because President Obama had one. She wanted to mimic everything President Obama did, and she gave conflicting stories that she said that the State Department didn't inform her how to use the security clearance. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff she says in the notes.
You know what's crazy about that is I remember when Barack Obama, they told him he couldn't have a BlackBerry. When he went into office, they told him he couldn't have it because if he kept it, it will become part of. He would have to turn it in when he left office. He couldn't keep it. You know, they said that, and so for Hillary Clinton to want a BlackBerry just because Obama had one. I mean, you know, monkey see, monkey do. But and no, I did not call Barack Obama a monkey. I might call him a girl, but I'm not calling him a monkey. I'm just using a thing. But for Hillary, and I'm really not calling Hillary Clinton a girl either. But for Hillary Clinton to try to mimic Barack Obama, you know, these people just think that they can get away with every damn thing under the sun and have so many scandals that Americans just get tired of it and start looking the other way, right? You agree with that?
Yeah, but the Democrats, they try to hide it. And then, like, you know, she told investigators she didn't have a personal computer, and that was a lie. She had one in D.C. and her home in New York.
Oh, you know
Chappaqua.
Yeah.
It's just so much, like, lies. They're going to hide this. And also, her aides are saying that they're going to let campaign reporters onto her plane so it could shut them the hell up. But then the reporters, when they tweeted that, they were saying that he said that in a joking way.
Oh.
So they tried to defend his aides. But let's say if it was Trump's campaign aides and they said that, they would have made this a whole big scandal. They would have been like, oh, they were so mean about saying that. Right. They were so rude, so condescending. It's a double standard with this media, and I'm getting sick of it.
So the reporters are going to be on Hillary's plane on Monday, right?
Yeah.
But she probably won't be on there.
Probably not.
Yeah,
or
see?
Probably she will, but she won't talk. She'll probably just give them chocolate like she did last time.
Yeah, I saw that.
She'll probably just make sure she's in her hospital bus that follows her now everywhere she goes with her handler.
She probably had one of those hospital beds rolling out on that plane that she got.
They found one actually following behind her. They have like a hospital SUV bus.
Hey, do you realize that when she's in a hotel, whenever they go anywhere, she always has an adjoining room with Hummer Wiener? I mean,
yeah.
Like there's always she's in the room right adjoining her. Sometimes she stays right in the room.
If the door's closed, baby, just knock on it.
Well, somebody has to change Hillary's diapers.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
and we know it ain't Bill Clinton because he's busy doing something else.
Well, you know, he's got 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out.
You think about it, both of those women are married to sexual predators.
Ooh,
that's pretty weird, man.
Ooh.
You think about it. Ooh. And she's going for the woman's vote.
Ooh.
Really? It is what it is.
And that's the way it was. My name is Walter Cronkite. Okay, so what else? What else, Mona, do you have? He's supposed to. He doesn't have a big rally until sometime next week, right? So what's he doing between now and then? Do you know?
Who, Trump or Hillary?
Trump, right?
Trump has that big Detroit thing, isn't it? This weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna be in that network. So that's that one, and I think
That's
he's
tomorrow.
laying low for a little bit. And then what you call it? The 7th. It's in New York City. It's a big candidates forum hosted by the Afghanistan Veterans Association.
And Matt Lauer, right?
And MSNBC and NBC is gonna air it. So that's gonna be a big thing. And then I know in New York, the New York Conservative Party is gonna endorse him.
Are you going
7th.
to the IAVA one?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you got to watch that organization.
Bad or good way?
They get some money from the Tides Foundation or one of Soros's groups.
Mm.
That's pay attention. Talk to us after you go. I want to know what goes on there. If they have hecklers or people that come up there, you know how to notice them.
Yeah, but like, it's gonna be. You ever been to New York City where they have that big boat and the airplanes? It's the museum, the Intrepid. That's where it's gonna be hosted. So to have the protest day is gonna be on the pier. But I want to see what they do behind the scenes. I'm going to pay attention to that. Hutch.
Yeah, let us know. I appreciate it, Mona.
Yeah, anytime. Then also going back to yesterday, the conversation with Wayne when you were talking about you think what's his name, Tim Kaine is mentally ill.
He is.
When he says Hillary talks to the reporters every day. It just clarified your case 100%.
Can you imagine being a Clinton aide and every day having to go out and defend this woman when there's 16 more federal charges every single day that come out? These guys got to be in the back room going, man, can't we get rid of this lady?
No, they're like, can't we just get more paycheck? They love that paycheck. She has a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
Money talks in politics. Everybody knows that. That's why they can defend her idiotic ass. And she's always going to find a way to have those kids, you want to call them that, if she doesn't win, they're going to move on to something else.
All right. Okay. Well, look, Mona. We want you to have a good Labor Day weekend. We're going to talk to you on Tuesday.
I heard the hurricane's hitting me this weekend. So
What?
Yeah. They said hurricane's hitting New York on Sunday, and they're preparing for it. So everybody's plans is out the drain. They shut the beaches down for this weekend.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's gonna hit, but
I guess it's tearing up Virginia right now.
it should.
I'd like to hear from some callers that are in those areas.
It should hit the establishment area. That's what I want to hit.
Okay. Well, look at you. Okay. All right, darling. How can people reach out to you on social media?
Twitter at Mona Salama _ and Facebook Mona Salama.
And ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you follow her on social media and support her because she is out there on the ground. She and I know she's going to be at some of the presidential debates, and she's going to be giving us round coverage. So Terry Sean in the chat room says, "I love you, Mona." So
I love you back, guys.
We will talk to you in a little bit, okay?
All right, guys.
All right.
Take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going and we're almost into our second hour. That first hour went kind of quick, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Cam, what you got on your mind?
I'm just wondering that if Hillary doesn't know how to do certain things, why doesn't she use some common sense and ask?
Yeah.
I mean, you were saying that earlier, and I'm like, she doesn't ask people. She knew what she was doing. She knew, because this is the thing. They told her when she had to go on certain levels of clearance to be able to have information, classified information, she wasn't allowed to take her phone. She ended up taking her BlackBerry in. They had a conversation with her because her BlackBerry is not to be allowed on, I guess it was the 7th floor or the 8th floor, one of the two. And she took her phone with her. So they had a conversation with that because it's not safe because she's going into a secure area. They found her out there on the lanai and she had her cell phone. Then she decided, I'm not going to bring my cell phone. I'm going to bring my iPad. So she brought her iPad. Then they found out she had her iPad on an area that is restricted to all cell phones. And she did it again. She knows exactly what she's doing.
But she couldn't recall receiving any emails she thought should not be on the private system. Right. She did not remember giving staff direction to create private email account. She can't remember getting guidance from the state on email policy, and she just can't recall who had access to her BlackBerry account because she didn't remember the process for deleting her emails or ever getting a message that her storage was almost full. And she definitely couldn't remember anyone besides Huma Abedin being offered
her
an
girlfriend
account on the private server.
Her girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead Muslim walking.
We got Kim from Ohio on the line. What's up, Kim?
Hi. I just wanted to cue you guys into something that's going to be happening on September 6th. I noticed on Hillary's schedule on the internet that she's going to be having a fundraiser in Amsterdam, Holland.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that's hosting this fundraiser was, I guess, an ambassador to Holland or over there anyway. But he was also the lawyer for UBS. And UBS is the bank over there that Clinton intervened with the IRS and got a lot of those people off. And all of a sudden, he's holding a fundraiser on September 6th for her over in Amsterdam.
Isn't it illegal to do that?
I have a lot of info on this, actually.
Go ahead.
Yes. Basically, this gentleman, he's been a part of the Clinton campaign. He was an ambassador over there for 20 months. 20 months, that's it. He was an ambassador over there. He has a criminal history. Came back after 20 months. 2016, he started working for the Clinton Foundation. So, and working with Clinton. Now, basically what they're doing, Hillary Clinton is not going to be going to Holland. A lot of people have speculated that this is for speaking fees. No, this is how they've done previously. He raised money for President Obama. They used the foundation as the slush fund to funnel funds into the Clinton campaign. So that's exactly why he's going over. So he's going over there to do a fundraiser for the Clinton Foundation, but it's actually the avenue to raise money for Hillary Clinton. But for me, I thought 20 months as an ambassador and then you quit. Okay, you went over there, did the dirty work, did what needed to be done, and right we got into 2016 and Hillary was going to win the nomination. He resigned and immediately went and worked for the Clintons. So this is a covert operation that the Clintons are doing. They have another one coming up in Taiwan as well.
And China. I mean, you have to watch.
And China.
You have to watch Terry McAuliffe.
They can do all this stuff, but they can't recall nothing. They can do all this stuff. They can set all this stuff up, but they can't recall anything. Man, put them both in jail. Put them both in the old folks. No, don't even put them in old folks.
But the point she has too is why is it on the Hillary campaign schedule? Because
it's on the schedule. Yes.
It's on her. It's on her schedule.
It's listed as a fundraiser with the man's name. I forget what his name is.
Fundraiser.
It's a odd name.
Okay,
Yes.
so if it's listed as a fundraiser, then that is illegal.
It is illegal, and I even asked Boris about this. I talked to Boris, and he was like, "What?" I mean, there's so many people that we were talking behind the scenes because we didn't want to bring it up until we had the facts. But it is an actual fundraiser. But of course, this is how it works. The enemy is always going to do something which is 99% factual. That we can say this is for the Hillary Clinton Foundation, but that 1% is going to be the loophole that they use all these 99% of facts that they're doing this legally to be able to funnel money into the campaigns. They did this for Hillary and they did this for Obama 8 years ago. It's crazy. You're correct, sweetheart.
All right, I just wanted to get that out there. I've been trying for like 2 weeks on Twitter to get somebody to retweet it, and I don't have the reach that a lot of you guys do. So I appreciate you taking my call.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 717 calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jake from PA.
What's up, Jake from PA? What's on your mind?
Oh, I just think everybody needs to get out and don't stop support for the man Trump. He's not your career politician, and he's going to do what we need done in this country. Don't believe the liberal media and all the polls and everything they're telling you. Don't get discouraged, people. Get out and get her done.
All right. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. Thanks for your call. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go into our second hour. So get ready, prepare. The phone number is 202-470-6738. 202-470-6738. We're talking about the criminal Hillary Clinton, and we're also talking about our next president, Donald Trump. We're talking about Labor Day coming up. What do you plan on doing on Labor Day? What are your plans? So make sure if you call up, you're going to have to let us know what your plans are. So let's go, second hour.
Well, that's
You're listening to War. We are America Radio, a place where conservatives, libertarians, and Tea Party Americans come together to get the real deal news. No filter, and a lot of patriotic spirit. We are America Radio.
Obviously, it would be a very serious matter for the United States if any country were to attempt to funnel funds to one of our political parties for any reason whatever.
Regularly takes in money from foreign sources. That's a threat to our democracy.
Also, potentially troublesome development for Hillary Clinton.
Clinton Foundation accepted millions of dollars from 7 foreign governments when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State.
Saying that foreign nations have donated to the Clinton Foundation. Algeria was lobbying the U.S. at the time.
I read the news today. Oh boy, taking donations from foreign countries, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Oman. John, what in God's name are the Clintons doing?
Encountering some new ethical concerns tonight.
Taking money again from foreign governments.
I think many people were shocked.
The appearances are awkward at best.
This is a potentially catastrophic move for Hillary Clinton.
Millions of dollars from foreign governments. This isn't just the appearance of a conflict of interest. It's a real conflict of interest.
That's not how our democracy operates.
America is far less safe, and the world is far less stable than when Obama made the decision to put Hillary Clinton in charge of America's foreign policy.
Dead bodies on top of me.
You could hear the terrorists laughing.
We're following the horrifying events unfolding in Orlando. 50 people are dead.
Deadliest mass shooting in the history of the country.
America today is stronger at home and more respected in the world.
Russian warplanes buzzing a U.S. Navy destroyer.
Moscow trying to send a message.
And I couldn't be prouder of the things we've done together, but I'm ready to pass the baton.
Cities around the world are on alert after terrorists strike a major European capital.
America wakes up to word of a terrorist attack in Brussels.
Another mass murder in France. A large truck plowed through a crowd.
I am seeing major cities in Europe starting to ramp up their security.
I believe it's a world war now. It's no longer just isolated ISIS attacks.
A change in leadership is required to produce a change in outcomes.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, My Pledge, he had written these words: America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
Tell all the other curs the lie's coming. You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
You're listening to War. We are America Radio. A place where conservatives, libertarians, and Tea Party Americans come together to get the real deal news. No filter. And a lot of patriotic spirit. We are America Radio.
Here in moments.
The ultimate gala spectacle.
Holy Mother of God on earth and in heaven at the exact same time.
You want a piece of me?
You got it!
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again.
Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Wayne Dupree Show. I gave you a little break there. We are back. I got my co-host with the most. I'm talking about Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. from Cold War Radio. What's up, Hutch? Oh, yeah. And you can hear him choke up. You can hear him choke up toward the end. Yeah. Oh, yeah? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh.
I heard him choke up, and I choked up.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you. I waited till the
Happy
second
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Skibbity blah 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 blah. Now I can whip your tail because you're an old man.
I'm old, man. I'm old, but I'm packing.
Oh well. I mean, okay. Well, I'll leave you alone then. I don't want to mess with you there. Okay. So I actually had you on mute, Hutch. So I apologize.
That's quite all right.
So today is Hutch's birthday. And Hutch was talking about Ronald Reagan, the speech that you just heard, and Hutch said that he gets choked up. And
I do. I'm a vet. Wayne, you're a vet. I'm sure you picked the clip because of that.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
and you can even hear him choke up. I mean, it's something.
Terry said, "What you packing?"
All kind of stuff, Terry. You know the deal.
And ladies and gentlemen, I do not. Please stand up and applaud. Give your applause for the lady that makes everything work together. The bulldog from the West Coast, the one with the most, Miss Cambry Nelson. What's up, Kay?
Hey.
Hey.
I think it's awesome that it's Hutch's birthday. I wish we lived closer. I'd make you cake.
Oh, I know you would.
Oh, Lord.
I would. I would make like the best.
You supposed to be making my baked Alaska. I don't even want to hear that.
I couldn't even make eggs.
Pepe.
Play it.
Pepe.
Oh, no.
Play it.
Nope. No, it's your birthday. You don't play no Pepe here. You should be playing some for your birthday.
I like corned beef and cabbage.
Let me see.
Actually, that is pretty friggin' good with some greens.
Hey, I'm 57% Irish. Bring it.
That sounds so good.
So what did you do on your birthday, man?
Got on the show. I'm on my third hour. I mean,
Did they give you a day off?
Once you get past, once you get past a certain age, it's just like, well, I can say something about it on the show. That's about it.
Okay, well,
but
hold
anyway,
on.
what a week, Wayne. Jeez, oh man, this week has been great.
Hold on. Let me see if I got something here for you.
I knew I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Uncle. Happy birthday to you.
Oh yeah, he got his kids out there and
Forget
everything.
all that mess. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I got.
Happy birthday to you.
Everybody sing.
Happy birthday to you.
Hallelujah.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. He is the Godfather of War Radio. Happy birthday, Hutch.
Why, thank you, sir.
Oh, they cut that off, really?
Man, this sounded kind of Christmassy.
I was getting ready to get my polka on.
I was getting excited.
Hey, I like poker. Don't mess with poker.
Me too. I was serious.
Yeah, I'm serious too. I like
Hey,
poker.
Lawrence, turn off for the bubble machine.
But there is one thing that I do like that I was telling Cam earlier in the week. I love the Texas line dance. She had to tell me what it was because I just knew that you do
I
all
love
this.
watching line dancing. Period. Did you ever watch?
You just like all the you like the stepping up type of thing.
But did you ever watch an entire room of black people do the line dance? They take it to another level.
But like I was telling Cam though, I hated the line dance because I can't do it. But
me either.
I mean, I want to do it. Okay.
I clap on 1 and 3, man. I mess it all up.
Oh.
I want to teach Wayne.
But again, I'll tell you, when I was down in Georgia, if you watch a regular, like a Western bar or whatever doing the line dance, it's one thing. But if you watch a whole group of black people do the line dance, they have extra moves. I mean, it is just beautiful to watch.
Well, there's two kinds of
must
line
have-
dances. You've got line dancing 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and then the midnight one is the line dance and changes to a whole nother dance. It's fun. I'm going to teach Wayne.
All right, there we go. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for that one.
Why?
Well, you know how YouTube is now, licensing and stuff. But there we go. All right, bro. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from California.
Nat from California. What's up? What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh no.
Good. Really, I think the battle is not between Trump and Clinton. I think the battle is between Trump and the media. And I have been not listening to CNN for a long time, but I think that if everyone stopped listening to CNN, as well as stop funding their advertisers, like you see a Crest advertisement, you see, whatever company advertises on CNN, start boycotting them until they start treating the candidates fairly.
Well, I mean, I don't even know. Thank you for your call, too. I don't even know if CNN would allow that to even happen. They don't care right now. CNN is in MSNBC mode right now. They really don't care. They really don't care. They are behind Hillary Clinton no matter what, and they aren't hiding it. I mean, anytime you throw your weight, anytime you have somebody come on the TV show or the news thing, and he has an "I love Trump" shirt on. Trump, I love Trump. And then when you redo the interview, you have scratched it off.
You saw that, man?
That's crazy.
That was nuts.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Who does that?
That was right up there with ABC or NBC. I can't remember anymore. With the Trayvon Martin pictures.
Zimmerman too. Yeah.
The Zimmerman pictures.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
It's right up there.
I agree.
And, to the caller, I would say, what we got to do. We have to. I mean, there's a lot of people listening and watching right now, and what we have to do, we can't just allow things to happen. What we need to do is, and I've said this before, become the person in your circle that is the expert on politics and explain it to your friends. We have to exponentially get this message out and tell them where the show is too, so they can come watch it,
right,
or listen to it, or however they're getting it, because the media is so broke down. I mean, you talk to your friends and people that are listening, and they're like, man, I can't believe I never heard that before.
Right.
We have a caller from 815. Sir, ma'am, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Lori, and I'm calling from Illinois.
Hi, Lori. What's on your mind?
Well, I was going to say, I'm kind of thinking that Hillary Clinton's bipolar with her manic outbreaks.
I was going to say buy something else.
The weight gain.
She laughing too.
She got it.
Yeah, it's good to her now. Yeah.
but continue. As LBJ would say, continue.
That's about all I had to say.
I do it.
I mean, if you look at her, I mean, I know people that are bipolar, and they go off their medicine,
right,
and they get manic, I mean, which are screaming outbursts, and then the weight gain with the medicines. I'm just, and then she can't remember anything, for Christ's sake. Come on.
All right. Thank you, dear. Thank you for your call.
Great show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She is plumping up, isn't she?
No.
Well, she does. There was in the FBI papers today, it actually did show that she had a blood clot and a concussion. She's taking some heavy-duty medication. She is on Coumadin. A lot of people know that's something that you can't mess with. It's a very strategic type of medication. And then if she's had a blood clot and she's having any sort of a concussion, and that actually transitioned into a neurological issue, I mean, when you get into those, antipsychotic type of medications, I'm telling you, this is not something you play with when you get into anything that's affecting the neurological system. This is
Cam,
heavy duty.
I read an article that said from a physician that said that that Coumadin or whatever it's called is like a 1950s prescription. Nobody uses it anymore. They were saying that, wow, Hillary must have a really old doctor or something. I mean, it's something that's almost it's been replaced like 2 or 3 times with more modern medication, and they were really concerned about it.
But it's a very popular one that, I mean, at least I know that I have family members that are on it because it's an oldie. But now they're actually using that Coumadin to treat people with ADHD. I mean, there's so many different things they're treating it for. But, I mean, due to the fact that she's got some neurological issues going on, and, I mean, look at her hands, the way she holds her hand. She's got stuff going on. Medication can trigger anything. Any type of behavior, any type of ailment. I think it's medication plus the effects of her blood clot and the effects of her concussion that she had. I think it really did some damage.
And probably gin.
Gin, alcohol.
Gin and tonic, yeah.
All right, Rick. We got a caller on the line from South Carolina. Hi, Rick.
Hi there. Guys, having another great show. Glad you're going for 2 hours today.
Thank you, Rick.
I wanted to. Something was familiar to me about this. Her saying she didn't remember, and I remember Rush Limbaugh doing a parody on this like 20 years ago when she was in the Whitewater hearings, I think. And I just looked it up on YouTube. It's like 1 minute and 46 seconds. I put it on your Facebook page, Wayne.
Okay.
Where she says, and they did a whole parody on "Try to Remember," and she did the same defense. I can't remember. I remember they said that they couldn't accuse her of lying because you can't prove somebody can't remember something.
What you say? My mind is Jello.
Exactly. That's it. Also, somebody needs to do a parable about with the Peter, Paul, and Mary. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. When it comes to the government foes that they crushed with a hammer.
Oh my God!
But,
hey, Rick,
anyway,
thank you.
we need to mock these people because we've got everything going for us if we can just keep our troops from getting discouraged, and it's an all-out war.
Well, thanks for your call, man. I really appreciate it, and you have a great holiday weekend.
I certainly will, and you guys do the same, and keep up the great work.
All right,
Thanks,
all right. We have another caller 805. Yeah, I love it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Dennis. How you doing, man?
All right.
Run through that one more time.
Just a little bit.
This is Dennis. I'm from Cali. How you
Hey,
doing?
Dennis, what's up, D?
What's up, dude?
I don't know.
Man. So I was watching Pampers, Hillary Clinton recently, and I work in IT. So from a perspective, from an IT point of view, the golden rule is that you never send email at all unless you know it's going to be written by someone else that's not classified. So what the point is that when you send email, it's not secure. It's very unsecure. So when you send email, you send it to someone that you know that's going to read it, and it's not going to endanger your life or going to endanger somebody else. So you don't want to send email to someone that you know is going to compromise your position. So email is only secure because Microsoft uses a program called Archive Backup. And what it does is that it installs it on the server, and users can have an archive of their email backed up. So even when you send an email out, it's archived back on the server. So it always keeps track of your previous emails I've sent. So even when you send an email, there's a copy of it on the background. So it basically, if you're going to send an email and you're going to send it out, you're going to have a copy of that. So you got to be aware of what you're sending out, because if it's an email that you know that's going to be, it's not secure, that they're going to look at it and you can get compromised. So there is a software that can back up your archive email. So I work with that all the time. So we have users who, they send email out, but there's always backed up. So yeah, she really blew it this one. She was mostly arrogant about it. She knew what she was doing, and she did it anyway. And she thought she wouldn't get caught, and she did. So
yeah. Well, she's a hag.
Well, yeah. I saw. I see what was happening, and I was like, look, she knew what she was doing, and it doesn't matter if it's unclassified or not classified. What happens is that when you send an email out, what happens is that you don't know what's going to happen. It's not secure. There is a software. There's things called SharePoint, which is internal.
Yeah. I know about that.
You know what that SharePoint is. And so that's the only closest thing to security that you can use to SharePoint internally, because you have to have a password to actually look at the file. So Hillary blew it this time. She got caught. She's responsible. I think Trump should do is that even if he's going to hire a new prosecutor, I think she's afraid of water. So I think Trump should waterboard her big time. Just waterboard her.
All right.
Waterboard her until she tells the truth, because obviously the FBI is not taking care of the position. Obviously they're not doing their job. They're compromised. So I think we should waterboard Hillary, and we'll get the answers that we need. And Trump loves it. Trump loves, he wants to go beyond waterboarding, maybe electrocution, maybe isolation, maybe truth serum, stuff like that. I'm going to go with the truth serum. Just inject Hillary with truth serum, you'll tell all the answers, and without having to harm her. That's what I would do to Hillary. Just inject her with some truth serum, and boom, she'll tell all the answers. You don't need the FBI there. Just have it recorded.
Thank you, Dean.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you for your call, man.
Huh?
Thank you for your call, Dennis. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All right.
Strobe light in front of her.
We have, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right. Somebody from the chat room. There is a meeting on Wednesday. Somebody wanted to know what did y'all know about a meeting on Wednesday that has Trump and some military members
That might be the IAVA that Mona was talking about.
Okay.
The Iraq Association of Veterans or whatever it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am putting a new link for donating and the RSBN moderator has the new link to donate. We are not. Yeah. Terry says, "Where's Cam?" She takes a sabbatical here and there, but she's here.
I don't take a sabbatical. Everybody just talks. I'd listen.
I have put in the new donate link. So, and the RSBN moderator is gonna put in the new donate link button. Okay. We were trying to get to 2 of the conferences the first part of September. What happened? I think this whole month is that there was so much news that took over. Basically, us asking for anything, and then when it got down to the last minute, I made it one conference, and then it wasn't one conference. It was a little bit too late to get the airplane tickets, and and then the airport and the hotel, which was supposed to be for 3 nights, they could only guarantee us 2 rooms for 2 nights. Only 2 rooms when we had 4 members. So I was like, well, we can't do that. But we do have other things that we need to, and I know most of you are trying to, or you want to see Cam and Hutch on the boob to, what did I say? No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Sounded like
I did not mean that.
And they thought I was a senior citizen.
Oh my God, I did not mean that. But I know we also have some presidential debates coming up. We're gonna try to make one. Don't y'all just want to make one a presidential debate?
I think we need to make every single one of the presidential debates.
Well, I don't know if we can do that. But I mean, well,
we know where they are yet.
One of them's in New York at the end of September, I think, or something. In September. I'm not sure.
We'll have to figure that out and see. But talking about that caller that was just on, one of the things that Hillary Clinton forgot, you're not going to believe this. Every briefing that she received after she suffered the concussion, she is unqualified to be the president. Every briefing after she took that fall. So she basically, the last, how many years has it been? Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm thinking. I'm going back to this happened before Benghazi, correct? Or was this after? It was before, right?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I messed up Wayne's what he was trying to say.
No. I was typing while you were talking. This was she fell. She hit her head before Bin Laden.
That was a while ago.
Bin Laden was before or after Benghazi?
It was before.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, so she hit her head before No.
Wasn't she Secretary of State?
Yeah.
She was Secretary of State,
She
correct?
was, she was Secretary of State.
After.
Because she couldn't come testify because of it.
After.
Remember, I think she couldn't come testify about Benghazi because of it.
After.
This woman is so corrupt, you can't even remember how many, there's so many things.
Well, I know we can't ask her because she can't recall crap.
No, she can't recall.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can't elect this woman. She can't recall 39 times in a conversation, you sitting down. Imagine her talking to a leader. Imagine her talking to a national leader.
And she owes them $3 or $4 million.
She can't recall nothing. She can't recall a damn thing.
You crazy. Y'all go to YouTube. It's 1996. Look at an interview between her and Barbara Walters. Hillary Clinton Part 1, 1996 on YouTube. Same talking points. I don't recall. You guys wouldn't believe it. This is when Bill Clinton was in the White House. They said that she was a liability to Bill Clinton. They called her a liar. They called her corrupt. And she kept saying, and they were talking about Foster. She says, I don't recall. Same freaking thing.
Yeah.
Same thing
it's
from
true. I mean,
1996.
she doesn't recall it. It's shower night. I mean, it's just one after the other, man.
She remembers right-wing conspiracy, though. She
does
remembers
remember
that
that.
one. I've been cracking up all day over that when I saw that.
And she's not in the White House making cookies or nothing like that.
Look,
Don't bring some cookies up.
Ain't nobody want no Hillary Clinton cookies. She probably can't recall she can't recall the ingredients, man.
I mean, if you look at it, you have to look at her judgment. And when you look at her judgment, all you have to do is look at a picture, and you can find it on Google Images of Webster Hubble.
Oh, I thought you were going.
I mean, that's judgment there. I mean, come on now. I mean, that had to be.
I thought you were talking about Barack Obama's mom. Sorry.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, Barack Obama's mama. Carla, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Wayne, this is Mark from North Carolina.
What's up, Mark? From what is this, Mark Sanford? No, I'm kidding.
No, this is Mark, the anti-Satan. I've tweeted you before. I called once before. At the anti-Satan on Twitter.
All right.
You can see where my loyalties lie.
There we go. Go ahead.
Okay, speaking of loyalties, this is really getting to me because I'm watching, in my viewpoint, a lot of traitors on the news, in politics. Anybody who can back Hillary Clinton at this point with what she has done. I have a background in IT also, information security. What she did was open up the Secretary of State's communications to the entire world. What she has done is nothing but pure traitorous.
Right.
And what these people coming on TV and trying to defend this crap
there we go.
is nothing but traitors too. You know, they're nothing but traitors.
You're right.
You know,
You're absolutely
I've
right.
had enough of it. I mean, there's no excuse. They can't say I'm doing my job. I'm just doing my job. It's more than money. It's more than power. I don't know where their loyalties lie, but it's not with the United States of America.
God bless you, man.
God bless you too. You know God blesses me because I take on the devil and I in his face.
My man.
Okay? You know God blesses me. And God bless y'all for what you're doing. Because you're doing something nobody else is even coming close to. And I love y'all, man.
Mark, let me tell you something. I want everybody to listen to that template, and that's what I want. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. That was beautiful. And Mark, thank you, and you can call in anytime you want.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, and happy birthday, Hutch, man.
Well, thank you, sir. And everybody enjoy their labor union weekend. Now, you know, here's what we got to do. The enemy, the reason that the people of the United States are being swayed is because of this corrupt hit, and he hit it right on the head. These traitors that are on these networks, you got to stop watching this stuff. And I'm not talking about the news. I'm talking about you have to stop watching their programs. Go to Hulu, go to YouTube, go to Netflix, go somewhere else, come to us for your news. You don't have to watch the networks. We have to do something, and it's all about money. You know, the whole country is NBC comes out with this traitorous stuff, and I don't even know what's on NBC, but I know they have entertainment shows that people watch. You got to stop watching them too.
There we go. Okay.
It's crazy because people are getting fired for actually speaking the truth nowadays.
Hey, Dennis from Ohio, how you doing, man?
Not too bad, Wayne.
Huh?
Just got through. Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm fine. What's on your mind today?
Hey, I got a question for you. The last caller just called in. I'm trying to figure out why we can't convince people to really get off the facts. And I started coming across some videos. And one of the videos was from, I'll explain it to you here in a second. If you YouTube a video called Former KGB Agent Explains Brainwashing from about the 1980s, 1985. But it starts to explain some of the brainwashing that's been going on to the American citizens for quite some time, and it's just really weird that it's not being covered a little bit. Because how in the heck can somebody vote for Hillary Clinton? It's sad. As a veteran, it's sad.
I agree. I agree.
Let me get this. I think you're talking, caller, are you talking about cultural Marxism?
Yes. Yes.
This is
and
something
it's explained very, very well by a former KGB agent.
Google cultural Marxism, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of things will make sense. They've been doing this since Nikita Khrushchev. This didn't just start. It started in the 50s when the Russians, the Soviets, realized they couldn't beat us on the battlefield. So they came into our country and they parlayed the anti-war people in the Vietnam days. All those people now are either in power in Washington or in power in every single college in this country. And I'm not going to go on because it would take too long, but Google cultural Marxism. That's what this guy's talking about.
Thank you.
All right, Dennis, thank you, man. Hey, we got Cindy calling on the phone. How you doing, Cindy?
Hey, how you doing with me?
Oh, I know everything, Cindy. I know everything.
Oh, okay.
What you want to talk about tonight?
Hey, I want to talk about Julian Assange. He is, on Wednesday, he put out that people are literally erecting a demon by protecting Hillary Clinton. So I am so curious what's in those emails that he's about to release. It's driving me crazy.
Talking to your phone a little bit more, Cindy. You sound muffled right now.
I'm sorry. I had you on speakerphone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. What were you talking
Okay.
about? Julian Assange?
Yeah, he said that people protecting Hillary is erecting a demon. So I am so curious what's in those emails, and he isn't giving anything away until his date, which I'm not sure. It's like he keeps sliding it, so I don't know if they're going to be like towards the debates or in October. I don't know, but did you hear about his lawyer getting killed?
Yeah.
Supposedly committing suicide.
I did hear about that, and I can tell you a little bit about the release date. There's some angles on it, but I just want to thank you for calling in. He's been talking about bringing out a lot of this information in October. He's very strategic when he rolls stuff out. So he's going to roll it out in October right before the election. It's almost kind of like he's keeping it at the very tail end for strategic reasons, of course, but he's going to be releasing it in October. But yes, there's been a lot of people that are around Assange that is actually outside of an embassy that has been killed. We're seeing chatter with these other governments that are actually considering releasing him or trying to pardon him. And I think we all know they want him outside of that house because it becomes an easier type of target for him. But it's a strategical move that he's making in October. So he wants it closest. He wants to get as close to the elections that is forcing the government not to have time to be able to act and do anything. So to keep her in the race. So, all right, we got another caller, Wayne.
We have another caller, Kerry from Florida. How you doing?
Hey, my brother. How you doing this?
What's going on, man?
Well, I'm hearing a lot of fear from everybody, and it's really kind of troubling. Folks, keep calm, and let's just turn the tables on them. The easiest way to stop a lie is to just not respond to it. Just not react to it. Because you're not going to get a liar to tell you to admit that they're a liar, that they are a liar, because they're a liar. So instead, just tell them the truth. Posted on Facebook, on Twitter. Let's start the hashtag. President Donald J. Trump. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's force the mainstream media to respond to us. They want our attention? So fine. Talk about what we want to talk about. Let's start speaking the truth, because Donald J. Trump is going to be the next president. So let's make them react to us.
All right, Carrie. Thank you for those words of wisdom. Our guy Terry is in the chat room on the Spreaker side, and he helps us. He puts out a lot of information for us, and he also does a great job doing that. And he is one of our loyal listeners, and he's right. Nobody should be worried. Nobody should be worried. Okay. Nobody should be worried. You have to turn the tables on the MSN or mainstream media. You have to. Do not let them get a foot in. They've been trying for the last for the last month or so. They think that they own you. For those that are using the PayPal link, for those that can get through, fine. If not, I will try to work something out. I'm hearing. It was working and now it's not working, so I don't know what's going on. So just, we just won't worry about that right now. But we do have to go against the mainstream media, and we do have to, I don't say we need to hold their feet to the fire. We need to put fire to their feet. And we need to keep on calling them out and showing where they're making their mistakes, and sooner or later, more people are going to jump on our bandwagon, and we are going. There's going to be huge changes. Believe me. If not, it's going to be like Alex Jones in 1776. Okay.
He tried to steal my voice, by the way.
Yeah, he did. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, can you hear me?
You're up, buddy.
Yeah, this is Miguel from Chicago.
Miguel from Chicago, what's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, I'm just calling in because I just think that Hillary sets a really bad precedent, which has already been set by George W. And it's the fact that we're letting family members run for president after someone in their family has already been president. And if, for example, there's Taco Bell contests, and it'll say for this contest. Family members defined as parent, spouse, child, or sibling of employees, directors, officers are not eligible to enter. And that's just for a cheesy, contest where you win whatever at Taco Bell. But how come we're letting people become president after their family members have already been president? There's enough nepotism in Hollywood and
it's everywhere.
Wherever, And so it's the government is not your family business. And I think it's just going to set a bad precedent because, okay, so if Hillary wins, then what? They're going to run Chelsea next? Or they're going to run
they'll do
Obama's wife? They're going to run
Miguel, I have a question, and I'm going to assume that you're Hispanic because of your name. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I'm just curious, in the city of Chicago, one of the cities that is most decimated by Democrat rule and Democrat policies, is there any hope for a Trump campaign where you live?
I'm for him, but I don't know. It's scary. It's scary around here. It's scary to
I could imagine
to be out in the open because there's crazy SJWs running around.
Well, you know what, Miguel, never lose faith, and thanks for the call. We appreciate it, and your thoughts are absolutely why the country is up in arms. We've had a Bush or a Clinton in office for a lot of people's entire lives, other than Obama. And that's got to stop. 757, what's your name, and where are you calling from?
Yes, Chris Miller. I'm in Virginia.
Hi, Chris from Virginia. You doing all right with the hurricane?
Oh, yeah. Nothing really bad right now. It's probably a little bit later in the night.
Okay, what's on your mind?
Well, I kind of wanted to expand upon the media thing here, and I'm kind of understanding what I'm seeing is that really the mainstream media, it wouldn't matter if Hillary Clinton and Clinton Foundation was there all together, because what I'm seeing is the internet is threatening them like crazy, and their whole industry is at stake, and that's what they're fighting for their life.
And I have to thank you for watching this program and listening to this program, because if it wasn't for you and people like you, this wouldn't be happening. So have you weaned yourself off of the mainstream media, or are you still watching a little bit? And,
I'll be honest with you. Your old show is really, you pretty much filled the void between that and Breitbart during the day. I'll look up some articles on Breitbart once in a while because they just spit facts mostly, and this pretty much the Wayne Dupree show does the job for me.
All right.
And with that, I'll turn it over to Wayne.
Hey, Chris, thanks for your call, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Let's see. We have. Let me see. We want to thank. Carrie in the chat room. I am. We're not going to direct anybody to the GoFundMe page, to the Support World Radio link for right now. We're going to come up with another link. Actually, if you want to donate to the Wayne Dupree Show, you can go to WayneDupree.com. There is a link on the right side of the page. If you scroll down, there's a PayPal link there. That I know works. I know that works. Okay, so again, I don't know what was there before or what happened before, but if you go to WayneDupree.com, you scroll down on the right side of the page, I know that will help, and then you can help support the Wayne Dupree Show. So we have Sean from California calling in. Sean, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Wayne?
What's going on?
Oh, not much. I'm just wondering, I hope that one day in somewhere before the debates that, it may be cruel to say this, but I hope someone from either side campaigns that don't really like Hillary flashes a strobe light right in front of her face, and she goes into a seizure, bites her tongue off.
I knew that was coming.
Bleeds out. I've seen seizures, and they're bad. They're really bad if not treated immediately, and you have to time them.
It took to 10:49.
I don't care. I want her to just disappear, for Christ's sake, please. Hillary, if you listen to the show secretly, just die for us, please. We don't care for you.
I was waiting for it, man. It was bound to come.
All right.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Bye-bye.
To the members of the YouTube,
that was a caller.
Review,
that wasn't us.
Exactly, that was a caller. That was not anybody.
One of the things that we're going to do before the debate, since we have all these people that are moderating it, is we're going to be strategic. Like a week before the debates, we're going to start rolling out clips, like say Raditz, right? She doesn't like Trump, so we're going to pull out everything showing how biased she is, how much she hates Donald Trump. So we're going to get it into the minds of people that are never Trump. So when they watch the debates, they're always going to remember, oh, the fix is in. We're rigging it. So we're playing the media at their own game when it comes to the debates.
I remember we did something like that in 2012 too. We really hit up Raditz and Gwen Ifill. We really hit them up on Twitter and social media back in 2012 because Ifill, another Trump supporter from PBS, she really was the worst. She really was the worst, and everybody was surprised that she got one, and then Martha Raddatz got one, and everything just went crazy, especially with Babs Crowley when she jumped into everything, and I mean that basically turned the whole entire election when Babs got up there.
And Romney didn't help it. He should have fought her.
He was shocked. Can you imagine? I mean, his face. I mean, he looked like he had been hit by a Mack truck.
Well, he showed you that he was no fighter.
Yeah.
If that would have been me, I'd have been pissed off. I'd have came back at her. Oh, hold on. And it didn't happen. He just went back in the corner, like a milk toast that he was.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of people, we have two types of viewership. Viewers. We have people that are on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC. Then we have people that don't have cable, that actually watch the CBS nightly news, that aren't tuning into it. So I'm not very familiar with Lester. I'm not. So if I were not to research him and find out where he stands between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, I would be waiting until the debates. So that's why we have to be strategic to set the narrative of who these individuals are. So when you watch the debate, so a lot of people don't know who some of these, think about it. Chris Wallace is on once a week, right? Typically.
Don't forget who his dad is.
Yeah, Mike Wallace. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We look. We all know these punks. They're front and center, and they're in every damn movie now these days. Wolf Blitzer, and I'm not saying Wolf Blitzer is a moderator, but even Anderson Cooper in his little Twinkie dress has been in a couple movies too. I mean, that's another thing that is happening, is that these news people aren't new. Well, we already know they're not news people anymore. They want to be movie stars now.
And Lester Holt is white.
Well, this is Lester Holt. This is Lester Holt from NBC News.
Lester Holt.
I mean, what a robot, man.
I took over for...
Who do you take over for?
Brian Williams.
I took over for Brian Williams. Nobody watches me, but people will watch me after I moderate the debate. My name is Lester Holt.
Hey, let me tell you about Raditz, too. You know, I'm an Iraq War veteran, and I was in LSA Anaconda, and Vice President Dick Cheney came to visit, and he brought Daniel Greenspan's wife, Martha Raditz, to the event. And
No. Alan Greenspan's wife is the woman
Martha
from
Raditz, ain't
MSNBC.
it?
No, it's the one from MSNBC.
Oh, I got the wrong
Andrea
one.
Mitchell.
I got the wrong 70-year-old white woman.
Yeah. Andrea Mitchell, Miss
That's right. You're
Miss
right.
Chancellor.
No, I apologize.
Miss
You should have seen
Chancellor.
her, though. She went through the crowd to all the young guys, all the privates and the corporals, the airmen or whatever, and trying to get them to say anti-war stuff. And none of them would do it. Here she is, and these guys are protecting her because we were right on the perimeter. And we're having this event, and she's walking around through the crowd, unpatriotic woman right there. Not Raditz, the other one, Andrea Mitchell. I'm sorry. I mixed them up, man. They look the same.
Yeah.
White women all look the same.
You always me mixing stuff up. I don't even know why you
keep inviting me back.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got the voice. I don't have the voice. No, I'm kidding. Happy birthday, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, hi, Wayne.
Hi.
This is Gail from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania
And,
is in the
I
house.
love your show. I'm a newcomer.
Thank you.
And
Doc.
I love you guys, how you get right to the point. And frankly, if I were Trump,
Mm-hmm.
I would beat down on Hillary even harder than he does. Sometimes I sit here and I think, Donald, be more specific, because you could really paint, a more accurate picture. He does a good job, don't get me wrong. But anyway, did you guys hear about the interview that Julian Assange had on Facebook with the New York Times?
I have not. Have y'all?
I saw.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one are you talking about?
Julian Assange, forgive me if I'm not saying his name correctly, but he had an interview on Facebook with the New York Times sometime earlier this week. And what he said was powerful. He said, I wrote it down because I didn't want to misquote him. He says, the media has erected a demon by protecting Hillary Clinton from criticism for her crimes.
I think,
Like the body count that surrounds her and Bill, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And he says the liberal media, the press, is doing their nation a disservice.
Right.
By refusing to cover the liberal media, is falling over themselves to defend her, and again, they're erecting a demon that is going to put nooses around everyone's neck as soon as she wins the election, which is almost certain, she'll do this if she wins. And he talked about how she has a less than pristine record, and she has a lot of power now. And if we think she has power now and can get away with everything in the White House, watch out. And I just thought that was powerful. And, you know, he gets to the point, he doesn't beat around the bush. I love it. And people complain about him maybe being a traitor and all this stuff. Who cares? He's giving us the truth that nobody else will give us. So I can't believe anybody that has at least one brain cell is voting for this woman. We know the polls are rigged, but even if it's 25% that are voting for her, they obviously haven't done their research. They're low to no info voters, or they've been brainwashed. We all know the deal. And anyway, I was just really amazed by what he said, and I appreciated it. And, you know, I didn't know if you guys had heard about it, but he couldn't have said it better.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you, dear, for your call. And thank you for being a new listener to the show. I really hope.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope that we hear from you again.
Yes, I will. I see you advertise because I watch RSBN, and I'm glad I finally got around to listening to you guys. I enjoy all three of you. You're doing a great job.
Beautiful, beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are getting ready to roll up out of here. It's been a beautiful week. It's been a beautiful week, and everybody is getting ready to roll out for the Labor Day weekend. For those that did not get to listen or watch the show, you can definitely listen and watch the replay on Spreaker.com and RSBN .tv, on YouTube, on our Right Side Broadcasting Network YouTube channel. So make sure that you are supporting the Right Side Broadcasting Network. We're almost at 200. They're almost at 200,000 subscribers. We are, let's see, 178. I think, has it changed since then? 178. Yeah, 178. So we're trying to get to 200,000 by the end of the month. So make sure you are subscribed to that, and make sure that you subscribe to us on Spreaker.com. And we look forward to bringing you more shows. If you would like to donate, go to WayneDupree.com or NewsNinja2012.com. WayneDupree.com or NewsNinja2012.com. There's a donate button on the right side of the page, and you can help out the Wayne Dupree Show that way. Before we get out, any last shots before y'all go?
I just have to say, you guys, do not let up on this Hillary Clinton situation. They let it out on a Friday, on a holiday weekend, because they know that it's going to fizzle out and it's not going to be on mainstream media like on the big stations. Keep this information out there. We've got to push this into next week. You'll have a great Labor Day weekend.
Hutch.
Hey, Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook, Burger's Eye View on Twitter. Have a great Labor Union Day weekend.
Wayne Dupree Wayne Dupree Show on Twitter, Wayne Dupree Show on Facebook. Make sure that you are click on the like and click the notifications, because you never know when I'm going to go live on Facebook. Believe me, y'all don't want to miss out on some quick stuff that I put out there on Facebook too. So until then, until probably Tuesday, because Labor Day, I don't want to mess with y'all. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. God bless.
Nobody knows why she dances alone. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Is there something at home?